Welcome to Financially Savvy in 20 Minutes, a podcast hosted by me, Natalie Torres-Haddad, an international award-winning author, two-time TEDx speaker, and investor, along with Dara Egley, an investor, sales, and marketing pro, and multi-language podcaster. We will share the tips and tricks from interviews with self-made entrepreneurs, leaders, and those who have attained financial freedom while learning financial literacy in multiple languages.
Welcome to another episode of Financially Savvy in 20 Minutes. We are delighted to have Denise Gutierrez, the president and CEO of the California Council on Economic Education, on the show today. And we're also partnering up with, it's CCEE for short. We're also partnering with them for an event on October 9th, which we will tell you about in just a bit. But I do want to point out that CCEE is focused on teaching economics and financial literacy, particularly in underserved communities, which, if you know Financially Savvy in 20 Minutes and the Savvy trailer, that is very close to our heart. So Denise, welcome and thank you for being on the show today.
Oh, thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, we're very excited. So just before we dive into a little bit of what your work is, I'd like to give some context to our listeners. So October 3rd to the 9th is Mental Illness Awareness Week. And we've been invited, CCEE and the Savvy Trailer, to attend a family day in the Park Festival in Southgate on October 9th. And they are particularly focused on mental health, given that it is a week of awareness, but also because the city of Southgate has been plagued, or rather, it's been hugely impacted by a lot of mental health crisis. And I think that the work that CCEE does, it actually just hits the nail on the head, because when you finances, whether you have them or you don't, it can cause a lot of stress, right? Because you can even have money and still not budget it correctly or save it or know nothing about it, and it causes stress. You can have no money and consider yourself poor, and it causes a lot of stress. So I want to understand what it is that you guys do so our listeners know, and what we'll be sharing on October 9th, City of Southgate, also along with the Southgate Police Department.
Awesome. Thank you. Yeah, so the California Council on Economic Education has been promoting financial literacy and economic education for over 60 years. We do cover the entire state of California. A lot of folks think that we only mostly focus on LA or Southern California, but we do have programming throughout the entire state. So a lot of, at the heart of what we're trying to accomplish, and our big why, is really educating our youth on how to make better decisions. Economic concepts really at the heart of that is really helping them to make better decisions, so that way they can be more financially savvy in savings, preparing for retirement, even making their own personal decisions on going to college or finding a trade, or even leading up to what sort of career path they want to take. So in the end, we would just want them to be the strongest economic contributors to the state of California as we possibly can. We do that mostly through the professional development we offer for teachers. Many of us, as you know, never got any financial education as we're going through to school. So our focus is K through 12 teachers. Of course, we know what happens in the classroom transforms the lives for their students. And so it's not just a one-off thing that we provide. We can provide continuous professional development for the teachers, because we really want this to be integrated in the everyday lives of our students, because economics is about people, and and about how our economy works, and also inspiring our youth, especially people of color. I'm originally from East LA, and so I'm excited to be going to attend this event in Southgate. It's my old neighborhood, my old backyard, and so introducing all of what we do at CCEE to our communities is really important to me, and that's why I'm here.
Important to you, important to us, and important to the entire community, all of California, nationwide also.
Yes, all of California.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And you were saying that you were born and raised in LA?
Yeah, so originally my mom was raised in Boyle Heights. My dad was from Lincoln Heights. We lived in El Sereno. Later, we moved to the San Gabriel Valley. But yeah, that's my neighborhood.
That's awesome because Natalie's also from LA. Well, she was raised in Los Angeles, immigrated here, and I'm from LA, and it's very rare to actually meet people that are native to LA. So that's very cool. Grew up in Elysian Park. I also lived in El Sereno for a while, and just to see the work that you do and what you've dedicated yourself, we are always thrilled to learn more. And I do know that you have something called a daily dose of econ. Is that correct? On your website that people can go and check out and learn about economics on their own, right? If they're not in a participating program at the moment.
Yeah, well, we're a nonprofit, and big kudos to my amazing team. I have an amazing team at CCEE who created and developed the daily dose of econ. And again, it's free and available to anyone who visits our website. May it be teachers, may it be parents, the students themselves. We're happy to have them access those free resources and learning materials.
Amazing. And on October 9th, what can visitors expect to learn from when they come by our booth and talk to us, talk to you and your team in particular? What can they expect to take away from that?
Yeah, so some of the things, like I mentioned earlier, it's not just about teaching our families and our youth to budget, but it's really teaching them decision-making concepts. And one of those things is opportunity cost or benefit cost analysis. And so we're hoping to have an activity in which they could start understanding and learning those concepts and understanding why economics is so important, not just financial education, because we know that's important, but at the end of the day, for us, the foundation is economics.
And that's so true because you do have, in order for lasting change to occur, to really get to the core of something, you have to have the foundation for anything, right? So it's great that you point that out because I do hear the word financial literacy, financial education tossed out a lot, but you don't hear economics so often and just the breakdown of what it means. So when I saw the daily dose of econ, I was like, this is what you need just to at least start becoming very aware of that foundation.
Absolutely. And then just to plug ourselves as well is for the month of October, we are celebrating Economic Education Month. And so this is the first time we've actually celebrated it. We all know April's Financial Literacy Month.
Yes.
And we are the Council on Economic Education, and this is a nationwide effort. And so we are celebrating Economic Education Month. So there'll be additional resources, especially for our teachers and our youth, available throughout the entire month, in addition to what we already do.
Oh, that sounds amazing. I can't wait to, you and I have not met in person, so I'm really excited to do so. And can't wait to share. And as so our listeners know, it is economics and finance plays a role, as we said, on your overall well-being. So the more that you can become aware, the more that our state also can provide resources through education and also through things like your website and on Instagram, on your social. I think it's important for us to bring attention and to provide that access to that information so that also a person can decide what to do with it, but at least they have that knowledge in their hands. If somebody wanted to find you or your organization on social, where can they do so?
It's at CCEE Now, NOW. So CCEE Now.
Okay,
and that's on our website. I'm sorry.
Yes, that's on Instagram. Yes, CCEE.
Yes, that's Instagram.
Now. Okay, great.
CCEE. Yeah.
And your website.
Our website is ccee.org.
CCEE.org. Okay, well, thank you, Denise. Again, we're super excited for the event. So if you are in the Southgate area or LA County in general, pop by October 9th. We're going to post some information on Instagram. It's pretty much the middle of the day. It's a family fun day in the park. So bring the kids, bring the dogs, bring everyone, and come stop by the booth. Again, with the Savvy trailer, you will see the Savvy trailer out there. You can't miss it. It's a giant blue trailer. So we can't wait to meet you. And Denise, thank you again. And we'll see you shortly on October 9th. Have a great one.
Thank you, too.
Thank you. And please make sure to subscribe and leave your comments and reviews. To learn more about the podcast, check out the website and Instagram, Financially Savvy in 20 Minutes, and watch interviews on YouTube and IGTV. To become a sponsor or hire us for your next workshop or speaking engagement, please visit financiallysavvyin20minutes.com. All it takes is 20 minutes daily to become financially savvy. Music by Nikki and produced by Robert DeLude.